Packer, Dedi, all the food like gulab jamun, rasmalai.
Rasmalai. Yeah.
It's hard on the spot.
Right.
Dhanyavad, namaste.
Dhanyavad. It means that thank you. Hi Salman, how are you doing today?
Hey, Abid. I'm doing great. It's an honor to be here with you and with all the people in the audience.
I'm really glad to have you here at my show because lots of people are there who are entering into the field of software development or into the software engineering. So definitely that this session is gonna be helpful for all of the people entering this field. So I saw your profile, Salman. You are having a pretty handsome amount of followers on LinkedIn. As you told, that is just a value, but still, I do prefer because lots and lots of people are getting inspiration or being influenced by you to do something good in their life. So I must say that at such a young age, you have made it to an internship of cloud architect into Microsoft. So how are you feeling right now?
Words can't really describe how I'm feeling. It's literally, I just literally made a post on Twitter and LinkedIn about it, that it's a dream come true for me, and I am like literally over the moon. And whenever I do these things, that's, I guess, what I love to do is to share my experience and tell people, how they can do it too. So that's really like that's what the content is, and I guess that's why a lot of people, I guess, would be interested in it. And that's, and I guess, yeah, it's just, I love giving back to the community. So that's really what I'm about, the community aspect. As you can tell, the team aspect, all that stuff. Yeah, I'm just over the moon. Just mind blowing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a dream come true.
And as I saw, your name is Salman Chishti. So I was very much curious to know that do you know language like Urdu or Hindi? Anytime did you ever get a chance?
So I know very, very little of each. So being in this Microsoft student partner community, I've just been exposed to so many different cultures. So I love learning languages when I can. So at university, I have a bunch of friends who are from China, a bunch of friends now in the student partner community from all around the world, from Brazil, India, Pakistan. So yes, this does mean that I do come across some Hindi and some Urdu, so like simple basic words. Like,
basic words like what you know in Hindi.
and Packer, Dedi, all the food like gulab jamun, rasmalai.
Rasmalai. Yeah.
It's hard on the spot. Dhanyavad.
Dhanyavad. It means that thank you. Right, yeah, that's cool.
I'm embarrassing myself. I know like nothing. I should know more. I literally want to learn like proper Hindi. I started doing one of these courses online, and it was showing me Hindi in the scripture of Hindi, and I was like, Hindi words would pop up, and it would be like, say this word, and I would be like, I can't read it yet. So I mean, that was like a major roadblock for me. But I went back to learning German again. So ich habe 5 Jahre in meiner Schule Deutsch gelernt.
Oh, cool, cool. Yeah, amazing. You are learning it. Okay, so as far as languages are concerned, so I'm right now learning French, but because of the pandemic going on, my classes have been halted. So we are still looking forward to when they are opening up once again so that we can start it. So that was amazing.
Ça va bien. Javier, I can't remember anymore.
Okay. Long time. Okay, this is when you say how are you? So como ça va? Yeah. Como ça va? And then you reply bien.
And comment tu t'appelles?
What's your name? Yeah.
I'm so bad.
Je m'appelle
Salman.
Right, you got it. Yes. Right. So the first question over the hit list is Salman. as I saw that you did bachelor's into artificial intelligence, that is AI, which is forming the core subject for you at the time of bachelor's. So, how did you got the inspiration to follow this field?
So yeah, so I'm in second year, and I actually switched into artificial intelligence a few months ago. And so my interest has always been into how computers work. So when I actually got interested in computer science, I have this video on my YouTube channel, which is like my 10-year journey of how I actually
Mhm.
started coding. And I was very interested. There's this book I had which talked about how the iPod worked. Okay, and there would be
Oh,
other things as well, like how a tennis racket works.
okay.
So it wasn't just tech, like technical, like
Right.
physical, like hardware devices, but it was
Hmm.
like everyday things and the
Right.
mechanics behind it, like how things worked.
Uh-huh.
And I've always also been interested in how the human brain works. So when you
Oh,
think about that, that goes into what's known as psychology. So the psyche,
right. The
and
fuzzy
how the
logic and the
psyche
crisp
works, right?
logic sort of things like.
So I really, it's like the thing which I'm really interested in is just how things work.
Okay.
So when it came to how the human brain works, that's where psychology comes in, and this is
Okay.
how people would like interact. So for example, when I'm
Oh.
talking to you, say
Hmm.
if you raise your hands and then I raise my hands, that's something known as mirroring, and
Okay. Yeah.
they have this concept when babies are born. There
Right.
is, I believe that they use this concept called mirroring, and
Right.
this
Right.
increases the bond between the caregiver
Mhm.
and the baby. So certain things like this, certain things like
Okay.
conformity, having two people in the room and then including that two people
Right.
as an opposition to one person, and they say, hey, I agree with this, and this other person doesn't agree with it, but
I
you have
got it.
three people who tell that person, that raises the conformity rates to 33%. So things like that, how the
Right.
human works is psychology. And I've always been interested in just how things work. So when it comes to computer science, where do we get to? Where's the limit with computers? You want to be able to make them as smart as us or even
Right.
better, because at this rate we are humans, but we have, you see computers, they have like 4.3 gigahertz, they can do
Right.
4.3 billion operations per
Right.
second.
Right.
Okay,
Exactly.
us as humans doing 3 plus 7, okay, 10. Okay, can you do that 4.3 billion times
Oh
in 1 second?
no.
So
Never.
it's like, if we're able to give them the basic human understanding, we are able to do certain things which computers can't do due
Right.
to logic and reasoning. If we
Hmm.
give like computers that ability to do so,
Hmm.
that's basically applying how our human brain works, which we still don't
Right.
know fully yet, and then
Yeah.
applying that to computers. And that's where I find my passion in
Uh,
artificial intelligence.
awesome.
So it's like
Awesome.
bringing that to tech, yeah.
Really cool. I mean, you just
But
defined it in a very good manner. Yeah. Go ahead.
I would like to say that the
Hmm.
reason why I'm also very, very invested in artificial intelligence,
Hmm.
or just, you know, this space in general, is that we need to use tech to better people's lives. Okay, AI will drastically change everything, and you look
Hmm.
at how Microsoft also approaches this, and you look into how they have, you know, the Microsoft Graph. So Microsoft Graph has so much access to, um, you're able to find out anything about yourself through the graph. And if you're able to use, AI and approach it from that perspective, you're able to make the experience between everyone so seamless and, enjoyable, that you don't really realize it's AI. And that's where
Right.
the bridge, I think, should come in, where this
Right.
technology gets so well ingrained with our life that we don't realize that it's there, but it's so natural. And
Right.
that's what, yeah, that's
Hmm.
one of the things I'm very
That's
passionate about.
that's really cool. I mean, yeah, that's amazing. The way you define things was really great. I mean, each and every aspect is real clear to people who definitely will be watching this video. Moving on to the next question, Salman. I also wanted to know that what I know that you are having a YouTube channel, right? So what
Yeah.
exactly it is all about, and what sort of videos do you post there? Are they related to some tutorials for things you are learning, or what sort of videos you upload there?
hmm So I've actually been doing YouTube since I guess around 2013. I ended up closing my old YouTube channel, which was actually was
Ah,
Minecraft. So before
okay.
Microsoft actually acquired Minecraft, I was into it, and it's
Okay.
like full circle. But that journey's ended for me. I started doing music on my channel, and then but now it's about I started just trying to teach people how to just do what they enjoy. That's the sort of character
Wow.
I put out there. And the same
Cool.
thing with this internship journey. Even though I
Okay.
haven't even started, I start tomorrow.
Uh
I'm
huh.
on
Uh
this
huh.
like journey to help people get there, and if I can do it, then like anyone else can. So
Right.
it's that.
Yeah, but people do think that this guy can do it because he got skills, he got those aspects which he can really apply towards what he's doing. So, as you said, if I can do it, anyone can do it. But people don't think that way. They think that he can do it. Well, I can't. So that's really the problem of the people right now coming into this development field.
Mm,
So, okay, so that's kind of cool.
absolutely, but yeah, I definitely think that if you put your mind to it, it's
You can do
like
anything.
today's video, yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
This teaser for the video, it doesn't matter where you start, but if you
Uh-huh.
put in that determination will be the driving factor for you to
Right.
go wherever you want.
That's
University
really
is like
true.
3 years until like end, like till you're 21, 22. Um, once that's done, like you you know you've got so many more paths, and
Right.
think about it as well in the sense that if one door's closed for you, many other doors
Right.
open. When I was in my first uni, I had so many opportunities to go to events in London. Now I'm in Nottingham, so it's like I always have to travel down, and it's a lot harder. So there's positives and negatives everywhere. It's how you deal with it. Again, I
Right.
mentioned this in the video: internal and external locus of control, and
Right.
a psychology
Right.
concept of blaming yourself as opposed to external factors, or like thinking that everything happens as a result of your own
Right,
doing.
exactly. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, you are such a great speaker as well, Salman. You are so inspirational and influential to the
Uh,
people who might be listening you for sure. That I am really overwhelmed right now to have you. Do count on it. Okay, so
Thank you so much.
moving on, the next question that is, as now you have got the Cloud Solution Architect Internship at Microsoft, so definitely you're feeling good and you're happy at this moment. But the next part of the question was, how were you able to make it to Microsoft? I mean, what approach did you take into account, and how you ended up getting
Mm,
this into Microsoft?
yeah, I mean, if you want a full, uncut, not 2 minute answer for this, check out my series on my dream, how to get your dream internship
Okay,
series
okay,
on
yeah.
YouTube. I've got like 4 videos so far, and it's weekly. But to put it short, it's I think just a lot of so if you look at the big five personality traits which lead to success, I mean the big five personality traits, the one that leads to success is conscientiousness. So that's the biggest predictor of
Right.
success, conscientiousness. And I did start a very poorly ranked uni in comparison, but it didn't stop me. That then, I knew that I was at a, worse ranked uni. I had to prove myself some other way. So I ended
Right.
up trying to do extra things. I got like my Microsoft certifications. I did
Right.
about 150 course contributions to Microsoft
Okay.
on. I'm at like 250 now, but
Oh,
these things,
cool.
extra things I knew I had to do, but
Hmm.
it was I didn't really think of it like that. I guess
Hmm.
I
You
I
just
guess it
kept
was
on doing what
more
you enjoyed
love.
doing,
Yeah,
and that's what you ended up
exactly.
getting, right? Okay,
I guess
that's
so because like I literally live and breathe it. Like in uh, like in uni.
Mhm.
before any of this, I was
Mhm.
literally someone who would just advocate Microsoft like all the time. I would try to not advocate Microsoft so much sometimes and inject like, hey, yeah, Facebook has poor thing as well, just so I didn't seem so biased.
Yeah.
But I don't know what it is about me. I'm just so biased in my mind. Like,
Right, right,
maybe not biased, but I just love what they do, and it's because of their
right,
mission.
right.
Their mission
Mhm.
is truly amazing. Yeah,
Right,
accessibility is something which I think is amazing. To empower every person and organization on the planet to
right,
achieve more
right,
is truly
right.
inspirational. Then they had the other
That's true.
mission, be what's next. And then the first mission was to have every household have at least one computer in there. That's which everyone has like a smartphone now.
Hey,
So it's like
yeah, that's
everywhere.
for sure.
Um, and it's truly like you look at the leaders in Microsoft as well. You have Bill Gates.
Okay.
Bill
Oh,
Gates, you see
yes.
what he's doing today. Super amazing person.
Ah,
It's just outstanding, and his work ethic and his just vision. So he had like some huge visions, okay,
right.
and he would drive like relentlessly towards those, and then it, just everything the company is transformed, and it's been a real key part of my life,
Did,
honestly.
did,
I
mhm.
grew up on.
Okay, did
Yeah,
you
go
ever
ahead.
get a chance to meet Bill Gates anytime?
No, I wish. Bill Gates, if
Uh,
you're watching this, I'm down for a cup of tea.
okay, for
I
sure.
got
If
my thingy if you want.
uh, that's really cool. I mean, that was an amazing journey, and I really saw that you did your bachelor's from First Uni into computer science, and then you started in Nottingham with artificial intelligence as the majors. So that was, I mean, that was question for me to know from you that why you did twice the bachelor's, first into computer science, and then you started doing it again into Nottingham.